Hi, fourth graders. How are you doing? I'm missing you so much. I'm going to read the next chapter of Restart to you. But before I do, it just logged me out. I wanted to share with you some shout outs for Lexia and for the Restart Response Journal. So thank you for the emails and people who've reached out. It's great to get your emails, so email me. I'll email you back for sure. Check Google Classroom regularly. I will do another Kahoot challenge. If any of you did the last one, that was fun. And I want to give a shout out to the following people who last week, looks like a lot of people met their goals. So here we have following people: Richard, McKenna, Amelia, Maggie, Henrik, Kendall, Adrina, Julia Cash, Anthony, Sophia, Giovanni, all met their minutes last week. Good job. It looks like Keegan was on and Jackson was on. Anna, looks like, no, that was it for last week. So good job, you guys. Keep that up. And then this week so far, we've had a lot of people on. We have had Maggie on, Sophia, Eva. Good job. So looks like some other people were on as well. Julia, Richard, Jackson B, Maggie, Kendall, McKenna, Sophia. I think I might have had some repeats in there, but good job getting on Lexia. I also wanted to give a shout out to the following people: Amelia, Maggie, Kendall, Cash, Richard, and Giovanni. I've been going through your Restart journal so far, so check for comments because I've been commenting on those and I love seeing what you're writing, so keep that up as well. So today I'm going to read chapter 4, and our vocab for this one is, first word is apex, and an apex could be the top or highest part of a building, like a living room. The apex would be the top highest part, or it could mean the highest of predators, like an apex predator. I know we've talked about that would be an animal that doesn't have any predators. It's top of the food chain, apex. And then we have trust. So that's Trussed, and that would be when you tie the wings of a turkey or a chicken together to bake it, like at Thanksgiving. And then ruckus would be like some loud noise, disturbing, harsh, loud noise that maybe kids or someone banging pots and pans would make. And then coddle. To coddle would mean to wait on someone hand and foot, to cater to their every whim. So we also have some response questions, and those are: how many different narrators have we seen so far, and why do you think the author chose to have the point of view switch between different people? And then describe Bear and Aaron using text evidence. What character traits do you think they have, and what evidence can you use to support that? For example, if you think that they are kind, what in the book led you to believe that they're kind? What acts did they do? What did they say? What did they think that showed you that they're kind? So those are your two questions. You can do both or just choose one. And now, the next chapter, Restart. I love this book. So chapter 4, we're gonna do 5 later. 4 is Brendan Espinoza. Brendan's another character in the book, and as we remember, Chase is the main character. He fell off a roof, he has amnesia, he goes back to school, and he's finding out that he's not very well liked. There's a lot of people, in fact, that don't like him. Someone Shoshana poured yogurt over her head. She didn't like him because he bullied her brother so bad that he had to go to another school. And he's going to find out that there's other people who are kind of afraid of him. And one of those people is this Brendan Espinoza. And it starts out with don't know if you can see this italics here. That's because Brendan is speaking out loud. He's actually filming on YouTube. He's got a camera on him, and he's filming what's going on in the lunchroom at school. So he starts out by saying this. The impressive breadth and diversity of wildlife in the modern middle school is on display nowhere more than in the lunchroom. Here we see the species Cheerleaderus maximus grazing in her native habitat, the salad bar. I focus on Brittany Vandervelde and Letitia Butts as they make their delicate selection of lettuce, cucumber, and tomato slices. As I shoot, I balance the flip cam on my forearm to keep it steady. Everything looks better on YouTube when the camera work isn't all jumpy. A longing glance in the direction of the pizza table, I continue my narration. But alas, it is not to be. For Cheerleaderus, this meal is garnished with a radish rose and fat-free dressing. And wait! I pull back the shot to include Jordan McDaniel heading out of the food line with a heavily laden tray. Could it be? Yes. A rare Clumsius Faldownus weaving his way to the nearest table. You can do it, Clumsius. Uh-oh, there goes the soup and that orange rolling across the floor. Oh man, this stuff writes itself. Who needs a script when you've got real life? And now we leave the relative safety of the food line and venture into the lion's den. I go on, panning over to the corner table where Aaron Hakimian, Bear Bratsky, and some of their football buddies are eating too much and laughing too loud. This is the land of carnivores where lesser animals fear to tread. Don't I know it? I'm filming on maximum zoom even though it's bound to be a little blurry. I sure don't intend to go any closer and get fed my own video camera. But where's their leader? The apex predator. Who do you think they're talking about? I think they're referring to Chase. Could that be him paying for a pack of Fig Newtons at the cash register? Yes, it is. The king of beasts. Footballus herois. His thunderous footsteps striking terror in the hearts of all creatures great and small. Watch him make his majestic way to... As I pan my flip cam to follow Chase Ambrose's path to his football buddies, he disappears from the frame. I frown. He's not going over there. He's headed to somewhere else. I get back into the shot and struggle to continue my voiceover. But wait, mighty Footballus has changed direction. He's taking his mighty self to a different table. For reasons known only to his supreme mightiness, he's coming. Oh my goodness, he's coming here. I whip the camera away fast enough to leave a trail of burnt air hanging in the cafeteria. He's right opposite me, larger than life, holding his tray over my table. Why is Chase Ambrose coming anywhere near lowly me? Does he know I'm making fun of him and his friends in a YouTube video? If so, I'm dead. No ifs, ands, or buts. My last interaction with him was the time he and his co-Neanderthals stood me against a tetherball pole and then played an intense game, the rope whipping around me until I was trussed up like a turkey. Our vocab word. I'd probably still be there if the sanitation workers hadn't come to empty the dumpster that day. Now that I think about it, when the author said was trussed up like a turkey, that was a simile, right? He used like, and he was comparing Brendan tied up in the tether pole like a turkey tied up that you would bake like for Thanksgiving. Actually, I'm lucky I wasn't in the dumpster. Those jerks bullied Joel Weber so badly that his folks finally sent him to boarding school. Is anyone sitting here? Chase asks. I glance up, expecting to get a face full of something. He's standing there looking like he's never laid eyes on me before. My mind screams, red alert, but aloud I say, help yourself. He takes a seat and then actually spreads his napkin across his lap, just like a civilized person. Although I look down at my own lap, no napkin. And probably none on any lap in the entire cafeteria. This is the weirdest thing that's ever happened. Unless, could the rumors be true? It was the biggest news in town that the great Chase Ambrose fell off his roof and landed on his head this summer. You can still see the cuts and scrapes on his face and his arms in a sling, but the gossip around the school is that the guy actually has amnesia. He doesn't remember anything from before the accident. I thought it was just a rumor, but what other explanation could there be for why he's sitting here with me instead of his football friends and acting like a human being, no less? My video on hold, I turned back to eating, and let me tell you, that's not easy when you're sitting across from the apex predator, amnesia or not. I read that some amnesia is temporary. If it all comes back to him, I could have my entire egg salad sandwich shoved up my nose just for daring to be near him. Then I noticed that he's struggling to saw away at a barbecue chicken breast. The dull plastic utensils don't make it easy, especially with one arm immobilized against his chest. He's really working hard at it. Beads of sweat stand out on his brow. I speak the craziest, most foolhardy words that have ever come out of my mouth. You need help with that? No thanks. He keeps on sawing, getting nowhere, his frustration growing. I still can't explain why I do it. I get up, loop around the long table, and approach Chase from behind. It's easier when both arms work. He battles a moment longer, then gives in with a sigh. Maybe I could use a hand. So there I am in the middle of the cafeteria, hunched over the apex predator, cutting up his chicken. At one point, Shoshana Weber passes by and shoots me a look that perfectly combines shock, amazement, and disapproval. Or maybe she's just trying to figure out why I'm sawing at his meat instead of his carotid artery. I finish, put the knife down, and hand him back the fork. Thanks, he says sheepishly. No big deal. I return to my side of the table, sit down, and hit the floor hard. A chorus of raucous laughter explodes all around me. That's when I notice I'm surrounded by football players. Bear puts my chair down on top of me, trapping me under it. Chase man, you're at the wrong table, Aaron exclaims. Come with us. We saved you a spot. They practically kidnap him and drag him to the lion's den. A few seconds later, the chair is lifted off me and somebody hauls me to my feet. Chase. Sorry, he says, looking uncomfortable. Come on, man, over here, comes a volley of shouts. He hesitates. They're your teammates and your best friends, I tell him. Because maybe he doesn't remember. Right. If I didn't know better, I'd think he wasn't that thrilled with the idea. Back in my seat, I take out my camera and realize that the video has been running the whole time. There's no picture, obviously, but the audio is all there. I might listen to it later just to prove to myself that I've had a close encounter with Chase Ambrose and lived to tell the tale. Wow, so it sounds like Chase maybe has changed a little bit, right? Because he helped him instead of joining in with his friends to be mean to Brendan. So chapter 5 is titled Chase Ambrose. So I guess that's from Chase's point of view, the next one. And I do have a mystery reader for you for the next chapter. Well, that's it for now. Girls and boys, like I said, reach out. I want to hear from you. And the other thing I want to tell you, besides doing work that I would like you to keep up on, I would like you to be having fun and doing board games and interacting with your family. But not only that, but I want you to be helping out. Do something kind. Help with the chores. Do things without being asked. Clean up after yourself. Help your brothers and sisters with homework. Read with them. Do something kind for others. I'm going to send out in class tag, but we do have a spirit week this week. And it's not too late to start today. So today's spirit week is call or text someone just to thank them. Tomorrow is write a letter or make a card for a person that is important to you. Wednesdays, draw a picture of something that makes you happy. Thursdays, email a teacher to thank them for something they've done for you. And Friday is do something nice for someone. So that would be great if you could join in. And I know I am. But also be sure to use this time to help out and catch up with your family, catch up on that book you really wanted to read, and enjoy just laying low. But I do miss you all and hope to see you soon. Take care.